Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as always, here with my husband Noel. And today is our first I Spy Vintage show. I'm pretty excited about it. I have this goal of being able to come on 6 days a week in the morning, and we are at 5 days, so we are getting there little by little. So this show's been a little bit in the making, trying to get to this point. So just a little bit behind that. If any of you are sellers, you know how it is that it's hard to source enough to be able to, support as much as you want to sell. So that's been the challenge for me. I had two big challenges. One was shipping. I've hired a shipper, and the second was sourcing. And we are getting to the point now where we can actually add another show and have stuff to sell. So I'm happy to finally be here and be able to bring this show. It is going to be completely random, which is a little bit different for me. Normally I like to do pre-listing. I used to do all random, but there is no way I can pre-list for 5-6 shows a week. Good morning. Good morning. So we are doing random. There are our items in the bin. All of our auctions start at $1. Shipping is max $4.50. So pretty much you pay for the first item. After that, it should be free shipping for you so you can fill up your boxes. And we'll be here for about an hour or so going through everything behind me. If there's something you see that you really want, we will get to that. Just let me know. I am happy to kind of jump around since I'm not pre-listing. I don't have a really specific order that I'm running in. So I'm just kind of grabbing stuff. So if you see something, let me know. Good morning, Southern Charm. We do have some really good items today, some bangers that I've brought to you. I do want to make sure that these shows that we're doing, the I Spy Vintage, that I am putting in some really high quality, high dollar type items, and not just, whatever. So there's a little bit of everything. There should be a little bit of everything to fit many different budgets. And with that, I think we're going to get started. But before we do, if you are new to Zoe's Treasures, check the show notes. I always suggest you check show notes. We have coupon codes if you have never shopped with us before, if you have never shopped on Whatnot, and also our rewards codes. Good morning, I Love Discounts. I do want to tell you, look at this. We got our new rewards card. So if you've been around me for a while, you know we've had two others. Let's see, we have done gold and blue. So our gold was our first quarter, blue was our second, and now we have purple. So today we are starting to send out purple. Good morning, Brandon. So every time we send out an order, we put a rewards code in there. You start collecting these cards, and you'll see in the show notes that after you collect some, every show we have a different combination of cards that can save you money. And the savings just get bigger as we go through the year. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to get started this morning. Let's see, I'm going to start down here. We're going to start small and kind of build up for a little bit. But I thought these guys were so stinking cute. I'm going to do them all as a set of 3 here. We're going to switch cameras. So we have a salt and pepper shaker and a cinnamon shaker. So you get all 3 of them, and they're the most adorable little guys. Look at these shakers. So what guy? This is salt. Look at those. All of them have just the gorgeous lashes. And they do come with their stoppers. Does that say made in Japan? I can't read it on the bottom. And then we have this one. This is Mr. Pepper there. I think it says Japan. It does. And then we have cinnamon down here. And stoppers in all of them. So you're going to get the set of 3. They're adorable. They're going to bring a little bit of whimsy to your kitchen. And let me get it going. We like to do 10 seconds with the 5-second restart. Up and running. Going now. Thank you for your bids. Southern Charm, those are heading to you. Thank you so much. Let's see what else we're going to bring this morning. We're going to start on the bottom shelf. So some of you may have been around on Saturday and saw that I did a crazy creamer show, and then I had an auction. Did you get a new card? You did just now. You're going to get one. I had a crazy creamer show, and I had ordered I had won a bunch of stuff at auction, and it didn't come in time. So we've been mixing some of these creamers into the next couple of shows. So we have this elephant here. He is our crazy creamer. Would you switch our cameras, please? Cameraman, you're not paying attention. Come on. I have to fire him, and it's only the second item. So we have this cute guy here. Now he does have just a little bit of chip on the end of his trunk there, which I would expect from the age. Not anything outrageous. You can see he is a nice, clean creamer. Big fat elephant. We're gonna run it right now. And that is up and going. If you collect creamers, like something just a little bit fun, thanks for your bid. The junk in her trunk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are so busy lately. We announced that we had looked for a while as a whatnot reseller to buy a bigger space because I work out of my basement and I am outgrowing my basement. However, we just decided to expand in the basement, and we're turning a spare bedroom into our studio that's down here. I am like so happy. I think today we're going to start setting it up. I finally got the whole bedroom cleared out, cleaned, ready. It's empty so that we can move everything we have here into there. So I think it's going to be my project today. I'm really hoping to, like, by Saturday, have a whole new studio experience. All right, let's go something a little bit bigger. You saw my 10-foot receipt. I did. When I go to the antique store, I don't just buy one or two things. Usually, particularly this one's one of my favorite antique stores. And I had a receipt that was so long, it looked like 10 CVS receipts put together. And you know it's a good shopping day. I posted this on Instagram. You know it's a good shopping day when the store people asked to take a picture of you with your receipt and got it wrapped around my neck. It was huge. That was a fun shopping day. That was a few hours. All right, look at this bowl. This is so beautiful. Love that flower. The whole bowl looks like a big flower opening. And I am not sure the type of material. It feels like a thick plastic, but it also kind of feels like wood. So it's, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's like in the 70s they used that, oh goodness, I can't think of the name of it. It is a type of a plastic. So that's what I think this is made out of. If you guys know, feel free to put in there if you know what it is. But look how beautiful this bowl is. Think about this sitting. You can either put it up on a shelf or you could put it down on a table, and it's just so beautiful. That's the back of it. We'll give you a measurement here because that's probably, I'm guessing, about 12 inches, 11 and a half inches in diameter. And it has just a lot of texture and just really, really pretty. And that's running melamine. Thank you. I think that's what it is. I think that's the name I was looking for. But that is running right now. And Don Terry, thank you. Let's do this one. Who doesn't like a good wedding box? They are so versatile. This one's beautiful. This is a really, definitely vintage, probably bordering on antique. It is older milk glass. One of the ways you can tell milk glass is older is either holding it up and you can see the ring of fire. This one's a little thick for that. Or you could see the glow. You can see that green glow. So the newer milk glass doesn't have the green glow. This is a Westmoreland. And I'm just going to feel here, no nicks or chips on there. So you have the beautiful top. And I like this one. Is that, hold on. Nope, that's just a little scuff, and I'll show you that scuff, but it feels nice and smooth. Let's go up close because I want to show you the scuff I just saw. Right here. It is nice and smooth, so it's not a chip, it's not a nick, it just looks like a little scuff mark, like something rubbed up against it. We're going to go ahead and run this one. Let me give you a height. This is about the medium size one, 8.5 inches. So it's not the super, really big one, but it's not there's like 3 sizes of these that I've seen. And it's running right now. Beautiful milk glass piece. And I like this one because it's not painted on. So it's really great to find them that are not painted. That way you can use them really for whatever purpose you want. Pam Gurley with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Y'all, put ducks in the chat for the first purchase. That's what we do here at Zoe's Treasures. My husband's over there. If you guys are new to us, my husband sits over there and he likes to give me hand signals. I have zero idea what he's telling me. I just look at him and shake my head like I... All right, look at this. This one's really neat. I think these are so cool. So this is from Italy and it is leather. It is a leather wrapped decanter. So think like library, like put it up on a bookshelf, bar cart, man cave. How neat is this? So we have all of this as leather. So the pictures, the green, you have a nice wooden stopper. We're gonna go all the way around. Now you do see some wear. It's like aged leather. Look at how like man club, man cave type look is this. I think they're golfing. I think it's a picture of them golfing. So it is a glass decanter. It does say made in Italy, genuine leather. And then you can take this out, but it's stuck in there. I'm not going to pull it out. And we're going to go ahead and run that. Really neat addition to your man cave or your bar cart, or just even sitting up on a bookshelf somewhere. It would look really nice in with a stack of books. Thank you for your bids. Thank you, previously mentioned. I think it's a really manly looking piece. The bird theory. Thank you, thank you. You know, so much of our vintage decor seems to me to be girly, so it's really fun to find something that's more of like a manly piece. You know, we have our pink depression glass and our flowers and our porcelain. So I like that, the kind of a mix of different things here. All right, so speaking of a mix, oh, I got my little inventory tag on there. Speaking of a mix, how about some clear glass? I don't know if you guys have seen the trend, but there is a big trend going around like TikTok, where they're taking all of the clear glass and crystal pieces and putting them all over their house. I've seen gorgeous like vanity and dresser setups, just clear glass of all different sizes. And this one just I thought would be perfect for it because of how decorative and the beautiful shape that it has. So I'm gonna feel that, no nicks or chips on there. Such a pretty piece. It is timeless, isn't it? I totally agree. 10 inches tall. And that's running right now. You could actually use it in the kitchen, fill it up with candies. You could fill it up with little perfume samples. You could put makeup brushes in it. Jewelry. Think of that filled up with like, you know, just different necklaces, beads of some sort. And the bird theory. Thank you so much. Let's do a big piece here. I was holding out on this one, but I have one of these that I use as a riser. And anytime I see them in the antique stores, I will always pick them up if they're of a decent price. And we came across this one. They are so popular. They're perfect for your dressers. They also, if you're a reseller, they make fantastic risers. We're gonna turn it this way. I'm sure I got it, yep, upside down. So this is glass. And it looks like it's framed out. It is a beautiful box and it opens up to like a dresser box. And on the inside you have your mirror. There you go, you see me. You have your mirror on the inside and you have your dresser box. Absolutely beautiful piece to put, I'm trying to get in the camera here, let's see. There we go, thank you. To use as a riser or just to store your stuff in. You can also stand it up on its side. It does stand up very well on the side. And let me see. Let me just give you some quick measurements before I run it. 11 by about 9.5. And that's up and running right now. I don't see these that often, but every now and then I'll find it at the antique malls. Thanks for your bids. I should have used mine today as a riser as an example. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Usually when I use mine, I get a lot of questions like, are you selling that? And I keep having to say no. She did. Michelle's like, nope, that's mine. I'm taking that one. All right, let's do this one. This is Avon. Do we have any Avon collectors? I thought this was great because it came with the original box. So just to have the original box with something, if you're a collector, is wonderful. So we do have the box. I mean, you could tell it's been around for a while, but it's still in great shape. So you get the box with it, but then you have your milk glass perfume bottle. So you have your Avon milk glass perfume bottle. No perfume in there. There was a few little just a tiny bit. I did have to dump it out because we can't ship that. So the stopper does come out. It's in there nice and tight. And again, you're going to get that perfume bottle. It's the Hobnail. It's called Roses Cologne by Avon. And that's going right now. If you do your bathroom in vintage type decor, setting up the box with it actually looks kind of neat. Don Terry, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go to, we've cleared one shelf already. We're going to work across this way. This piece I thought was really neat. It looks a little big to be a creamer, even though it's my creamer size. I don't know if it's normal creamer size. It's pretty big, but I love the blue and white pattern. It's just a little bit different than your normal blue and white. I almost saved this. I have a Southwest raid train coming up I'm going to be on. I almost saved it for that because it kind of reminds me of Southwestern decor. We do have a few areas of missing paint, just a little bit of paint wear. It's been around for a while. Let's see if I cannot read it. I wonder if that says, I can't read it at all. It's very smeared like on the bottom. The top is in great shape. But I really like the coloring on this and just the different pictures that it has. And that's running right now. And this is a bigger one. It's 5 inches tall, so nice big thick creamer. And Noreen Scott with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's go and switch to something a little bit smaller. We're going to do a piece of jewelry here. I've got 3 pieces of jewelry today. Ducks in the chat. I forget. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you know me, you know I am terrible about ducks in the chat. I can be in Southern Charm's room. And when she does butterflies for first purchases, and I can remember every single time I'm in there to put butterflies, for me, can't remember for my own shows to save my life. I think I'm too focused on, okay, what comes next? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? I think that's the problem with me. All right, let's take a look at this brooch. This is costume jewelry. All right. I'm waiting for him to switch the camera. It is costume jewelry. You've got your famous courting couple. So this is like a porcelain piece here. And then it has all those really pretty like blue beads around there. It does look like a silver colored metal. I did not do any type of testing on there. I'm totally just saying, hey, this is costume, buy it for what it is. I'm not seeing any markings on it. But if you are into brooches, this was just a really, really pretty one. And we're gonna, hold on, my love. He's like, grab it from the back. I'm like, I only have 2 hands. I gotta start the auction. I will grab it from the back in a second. There you go. Up and running. Such a pretty piece. I like how they put the little blue beads around there. I thought it kind of added a little nice touch to it. Southern Charm, congratulations, that's heading to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, also, I tried to sell jewelry for a while, like really do jewelry shows. I am the worst with jewelry. The little tiny things, like I fumble with them. I can never find the 925 marks on stuff. And I would get so frustrated. It's probably the only time, besides being frustrated with my husband during our shows, but that's okay. That happens every show. It's the only shows that I have ever got to the point where it's like, I don't want to do this. I just want to quit this. Like, I hated selling jewelry. So we have a few, I don't mind like a piece here or there in the show, but I am not a jewelry seller. I learned really quick that I'm not. All right, since this is vintage variety, I decided we're gonna go outside my comfort zone and do a little bit of vintage, like stuff that I don't normally do in my other shows. And so we have a vintage beaded clutch. I thought this was gorgeous. Hold on, my love. I will put it down as soon as I show it. He is driving me insane. He's like, put it down, put it down. I'm like, let me show it first. All right, so we have this beaded clutch. It is so beautiful. I didn't look and make sure that every single bead was there. I can't tell. It looks really great. We're gonna show you. I do wanna show the back. You can see just a little bit of like staining, very, very faint, just a little bit. And it does open up. All right, now we can show it from the top so we can see the inside. So it is lined with like a plastic material. It was made that way. Let's see, we have a tag here that says something bag, New York, Soiree bag, New York. And then you'll be able to see it this way. We'll give you a measurement on it. I'm gonna turn it like this so you can get a better view in the whole camera there. It's about 12 inches long and about 5 inches top to bottom. Look at the little bows all along the top. The clasp does shut nice and tight. And that is running right now. Now in all my other shows, I probably would never have picked up a bag, but when I saw this, I'm like, this would be perfect for like a random vintage type show. So here we are. And Don Terry, congratulations, heading your way. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
And as you can probably tell, I don't know how to talk. I don't know anything about bags. I'm not a very like even now, like I don't buy like super high-end bags and stuff. I'm kind of basic. I'm kind of a basic girly. All right, let's do this one. I had one of these before. So the funniest story, I had this exact piece and I sold it in an auction one morning, I don't know, a month ago. And then that afternoon I went sourcing and I found the exact same piece, which never happens to me. You're right, so am I. I just throw them, like, I don't care. I throw my bag on the floor. I'm not super picky about it. So I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a bag. So this is Princess House. It is Princess House glass, or is it crystal? I think it's glass. I don't think it's crystal. And the top of it is so pretty. It has this gorgeous etched flower. Let's see what it says. Hold on, let me read that. It does say Princess House there. Let's see if it says crystal or... Oh, it does say crystal. It says Princess House Crystal on there, on that little sticker. So you've got the flower. And then the bottom is your ring dish. So instead of just having your rings out and open, you get this beautiful, beautiful cover that goes on it. And it looks like a little art piece that you can hide your rings in there. We'll put it in the middle so you can see it. And that's running right now. Maybe we can zoom in on it a little bit. There you go. Thanks for your bids. The junk in her trunk. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, what is next? What are we going to do? How about a reference book? We're doing a little bit of everything. I love these books, but I don't read them over and over. And I'm not one to always go to a book, but I do love looking through them and just kind of learning about different glass. So here we have the Encyclopedia of Glass. It is a soft cover. It's in really good shape. It's a newer book. And when I say newer, probably in the last 15 years. Let's see if I can see a date on here for you. It is not a vintage, 2001. So not really a vintage book. But if you're a glass collector, it has all different kinds of glass. So you can kind of look things up. Has the index in the back. I had a good time looking through it, but it's time to go ahead and pass it along to somebody. And that's running right now. I think the books are neat. I'll enjoy them for a few months, looking through them, learning a few things, and then I'm good. Southern Charm, thank you, thank you. I actually yesterday, for those of you who like cookbooks, I was able to pick up a huge pack, like a stack of a lot of like vintage Southern Living cookbooks. So those will be coming to shows soon. They're still sitting upstairs in a bag. I haven't taken them out of the bag yet. All right, and almost all of my shows, we have some type of china, some type of porcelain, beautiful floral piece, and today is no different. This one is made by, it just says fine porcelain, and it's such a beautiful piece. We're going to put it over here so you can see the flowers. It is in great shape. Look at how pretty that is. You've got those pale pink flowers on there, and I love the shape. It's such a different shape. It looks like a big leaf, and that light, there you go, because that light's really kicking. And then you even have your floral around the edges. Such a pretty piece. We're going to go ahead and get that going. And that's running right now. I really like the shape of it. I really love how it looks like a big leaf. Nanette, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do a bigger item. Let's do one of my higher end items today. You guys, are you ready for this? Who likes Fenton? Fenton is classic glass. And I was able to obtain a large Fenton collection. I picked one piece for this show because we're going to start dripping it in here. But we got this little duck, hand painted and signed. My eyes are not going to see that, but let's show you where it's signed here. Let's see if you guys can see that. I know Fenton collectors, if you're a hardcore Fenton collector, then you know a lot of the different artists and their names, so hopefully that means something great to you. And we have this beautiful duck. I mean, ducks are our thing. What is that? That's some type of paint. That's not a chip. Nice and smooth. Beautiful little guy there. Absolutely so cute. I Love Discounts is getting mad at me in the chat. Not too sure why. Why are you yelling at me? Gorgeous piece here. And if you like Fenton animals, 3.5 inches tall, hand painted sign, we're gonna run this. Ducks are our thing, so this one is a hard for me to get over. This guy doesn't glow. Now a lot of the Fenton pieces will. This one is not a glower, but we're gonna run it. Are you guys ready? I'm going to up the time on this just because it's a higher end piece. We're going to go 15 seconds. Give you a chance to get your bids in there. Custom bid to win, and that is running right now. These are the ones that when you go to the antique store, they're always in the glass cases. It annoys the heck out of me, but I understand why they do it. And if you like this one, we're going to be bringing more Fenton to the next few auctions as we move forward. Kathleen with the first purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your first purchase.
I Love Discounts. You don't like Fenton. Oh my goodness. It's like baseball and apple pie. Fenton is like classic. I don't get it. So thank you guys, ducks in the chat, for the first purchase. I'm only like 10 steps behind. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate you. All right. How about ironstone? Usually I do all of my ironstone in a primitive show, but we pulled out this piece for today because it's a great gallery wall piece or just a basic blue and white piece. Also, with the blue and white on the edges, they look wonderful sitting underneath plants because you just get that blue and white popping out. But this is ironstone. It is, doesn't say what ironstone, who makes it, C&P. So we have a ton of crazing on there, a little bit of staining. It does say ironstone. It is the blue onion pattern. Thank you for telling me. It is the blue onion. Let's see. A couple flea bites, but nothing major. I'm just feeling a little rough right here into one spot. It should be about a 10-inch diameter. 9.5, I was close. 9.5-inch diameter. Running right now. You can put that up on your gallery wall. And I like that it's ironstone and it has that crazing and just a tad bit of staining. So it gives that beautiful aged kind of look to it that you want up on your gallery wall. So it doesn't look like you went to Home Goods and just bought plates. Really gives you the authentic look. And Kel with the first purchase. Thank you.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Ducks in the chat, please. Thank you, Southern Charm. Ducks in the chat for our first purchases. See here, I just realized what part of the other problem is with me. My husband plays the graphic, and I'm supposed to shut up when he plays the graphic. So I'm used to not saying anything. This is it. I think I finally discovered why it is that I can't remember. He's typing away. What smart ass comment is he gonna? It's all his fault. That's right. It's always the husband's fault. Just always. Let's go down to something a little bit smaller, kind of kitschy, cute here. We have bluebirds. What? No, do not make me go black. People will think that the show ended. The show didn't end. Okay, he just likes to do that to teach me a lesson, right? That's okay. I'm the one selling. I got the upper hand here. So we have this decorative picture, probably hand painted. You've got the adorable little mama and baby bluebirds on there. It is, you can feel it. So it's like on top. I don't know what it's called. Not embossed, but you can feel it's raised there. He does keep me on my toes. And there's the back if you like the plain side. It is in great shape. Ceramic piece. Stands about, I'm going to guess 6 inches. Oh, look at that, 6 inches. I got that right on the dot. Up and running right now. So I had an idea for this show that I ran by, not Southern Charm, I Love Discounts. And we had a great idea, but I can't figure out how to make it work yet. We're hoping in future shows we can do this. But I want to put a twist to this show. The junk in her trunk, congratulations. Since it's called I Spy Vintage, and the name actually came to me because when we go to the vintage stores, we'll play not the traditional I Spy, but I always have a list of certain things when my daughter goes with me to the vintage stores. Right now, it's like butter pats, bee boxes, fairy lamps, the popular things that's trending or what people are looking for. So I'm always like, be on the lookout for. So there's always like a list for my daughter to go walk around and see if she can find. Besides me looking, it's always good to have two sets of eyes. So that kind of inspired the I Spy, and that eye on my thumbnail is actually Zoe's, from Zoe's Treasures. It's her eye. She took, 15-year-olds, they get a hold of your phone and you get a million pictures of their face and their tongue and weird expressions. But I thought the eye was kind of cool, so that's why we ran it through AI. I'm not going to lie. I took that picture, ran it into AI to get my thumbnail. But what I wanted to do was to turn this into a game a little bit. And I thought it would be really cool to co-host somebody. And I Love Discounts idea, not mine. They came up with this, so I told them like I'm stealing it. To co-host somebody, and then they get to say, I want you to go find something blue or something that starts with the letter R. And then I have to go pull something like really great out of my inventory. So it's a surprise to both of us. We cannot, because we run on cameras, we haven't figured out a way to make it co-host yet using Whatnot, just because of the way our system runs. But we're working on it. I want to put something fun into this show like that. All right, let's do this elephant here. This one's so pretty. I for some reason, blue and white was my thing when I was pulling items for this show. So we have this guy. If you like elephants, will fit perfect into your blue and white decor. You need something that starts with Q. Southern Charm, you're going to give me the hardest letter ever to do that. There's the top. Look at how pretty that is.
How about a Q-tip, Southern Charm?
Oh, look at that. He's fast. There you go. On the bottom, that's a piece of tape. I'll pull that off for you. There you go. Now it's fixed. I think he's adorable with his blue and white, particularly like that flower, 4 inches tall.
Negative, I Love Discounts.
Running right now, up and going. Your gorgeous blue and white. Look at that back. Is that not gorgeous right there?
It's not my fault that Whatnot has it upped the game with the
A
browser.
quilt. Ooh, look at that.
Negative, I love discounts. The quilts are mine.
We're going to get there. We're going to figure out a way to make this work. And Stutz with a first purchase.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Let's do some ducks in the chat. Look at that. I remembered before my husband threw ducks in the chat. Ducks in the chat for first purchase. Thank you so much. Let's make sure that this is, yeah, this is brass. So we have a little brass pill box, or just a little keepsake box here. We're going to put it over here so you can see it. Fits in the palm of my hand size right there. You can see size-wise. Brass box, little decorative lid. Open it up. I would say it's like a little bit larger than a standard pill box size. We'll get that open up. We're going to run it right now. And that's going. It is brass. I did the metal test. You guys, modern elegance vintage. That is, oh my God, watering the seeds. Am I saying that right? I'm totally just blanked. Thank you so much. The junk in our trunk that is going to you. Watering the seeds. Thank you. For some reason, my mind just blanked. That is kind of like when I see those emojis, the emoji sign for watering the seeds. So I don't know a whole lot yet, but I have a call tomorrow with, I'm pretty sure it's Forgotten Memories, our tripod. I'm not sure who I'm meeting with tomorrow. But they have a whole group, and basically it's just a community group that comes together to support community members. They do a lot of rate trains, just a lot of community support, a lot of going into shows. And it's really, it's just kindness. It's just a lot of kindness. Tia, you can see everybody throwing the emojis in there for watering the seeds. So I'm super excited to kind of just join forces, just be part of this great movement that they're doing on Whatnot to promote community and to spread some kindness and love around. So let's do these. This is another banger item, you guys. These are absolutely stunning. This is Bohemian Glass. Just beautiful, beautiful ruby red. It's an absolutely wonderful community. Yes, I'm really excited about popping in and making some new friends with everybody. So this is Bohemian Glass. I'm going to just do one at a time to show you how gorgeous these are. You have all of this etching in there. Kind of reminds me of, the Mary Gregory, but it is not Mary Gregory. But you have all this gorgeous etching, thin glass, and you have that ruby red. Beautiful candlestick holders. You're going to get a set of 2 of them. Think about these, Valentine's, Christmas, even just kind of mixed in with your decor to give a pop of color. They are a deep dark red, 6.5 inches tall. Stunning, stunning candlestick holders, and they are up and running right now. These are, I looked at these and I'm like, oh my God, they are so gorgeous. I don't think the camera's doing them justice with the contrast of the etching that goes throughout this. Thank you for your bids. The junk in her trunk, what a great grab. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are we going to do next? Let's go. Then we'll do a little piece of jewelry. Excuse me. Okay, we have a beautiful bud vase, but this isn't just a plain old bud vase. We have etching going around here. It's like a leaf etching, and you have your copper base. And copper is the metal. Good morning, Reclaim Vintage. Copper is like the metal of the season. We have moved from brass to copper, and it'll go back to brass eventually. But it is such a pretty piece, and I love how it mixes the metal and the glass and the etchings on there. It takes a clear glass piece and just elevates it just a bit there. Gives you some elegance with it. Ruffled top, 5.5 inches. And that is up and running. This would be another great one. It wouldn't hold a ton of makeup brushes, but to put a few makeup brushes in there would look really great. Thank you so much, Modern Grace Vintage. I appreciate that. Southern Charm, congratulations.
Thank you.
I like having some of those classic pieces around your house that you don't have to like, they go with everything and you can just mix and match. You pull some out, put it away, and you can just constantly switch things up. All right, let's do another piece of jewelry here. This one was really cool. Good morning, Farmhouse Vintage. This is another brooch, again, costume jewelry, but I thought it was so pretty. I'm not sure if it's a butterfly or a moth, but you have your brass colored, gold colored wings, this little tail. You have some gold tone. There you go. See, don't know much about jewelry. You've got these stones in there. One of them has a little bit of an orange glow to it, which is kind of neat. Just a little bit. I thought it was fun to see that little bit of an orange glow. It looks like a moth, doesn't it? And it is a brooch. So we have that backing there for the brooch. I just love how this little tail hangs. I thought it was really cute. Let's see here. Let me get it going for you. If I give you a size, it's about the length of my finger. So probably about 3.5 inches, I'm guessing, maybe 4 inches. And I forgot to drop the time. 10 seconds. Running right now. It really, to me, definitely looks like a vintage piece of jewelry that you would have seen. Oh, it even has like little antenna. I'm just looking at it right now. Look at that. I just noticed that. I love discounts. Congratulations. I love discounts, a jewelry person. That's
Hey,
probably
everybody.
like some $1 million
Please put bunnies in the
brooch.
chat.
And they just got it.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Woot woot.
I love discounts. Custom graphic made by my husband for them. So far the only person with their custom graphic in my shows. I love it though. Yes, no, we're not going to put ducks in the chat. It's not a first purchase, but definitely bunnies for I love discounts. I know he puts it on my show. I'm totally cool with it because I think that why can't he do me some sexy ducks holding up letters? Like, you're the one, you guys get all the good stuff. I just get like, hey, I'm a duck. I didn't ask. All right, let's do this piece here. Let's see if I'm going to need a piece of paper or something to try to show this to you. So this is really neat. This is a paperweight. It is green glass. I'm going to hold it up like this with the white behind it because it looks like there's a koi fish. See, Ellie, there, you can see it. There's a koi fish swimming around in this paperweight. So if I take the white away, it's kind of hard to see. But isn't that neat? Oh, I guess you can kind of see the koi fish there. So you have a thick piece of glass with the beautiful koi fish swimming around, and you can feel the indentations in there. I thought this was such a pretty piece to put up on, like you can display it on a plate hanger. 4 inches. Hang it in as a sun catcher. And that's going right now. A little more of an unusual piece. And Stutzo, thank you so much. Let's do some more blue and white. We have this gorgeous piece here. Now, I'm pretty sure, you guys, if I am wrong, correct me, because I'm making just a kind of like a guess here. I'm going with potpourri holder, that you would put something that smells really great and you have all these little holes on top. They're not big enough to be a flower frog. So you put something in there, it smells good, and then you would open it, it lets the scent out, so it makes it smell real pretty. But it also works great as a trinket dish. So you have your gorgeous blue and white, classic colors. Well, let me show you up close so you can see the size. Stick, possibly, I think it would work as a stick pin. You see the size of the holes? That would probably work as a great stick pin holder. Look, we have a couple people. So if you're a stick pin collector, there is the back of that. What does it say? Canton Collection. No chips or cracks. Really pretty piece here. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. And that is up and running. It is the same design, just kind of going all the way around it. Little flowers and leaves. I do like, I'm not so, I guess it could be incense. The holes are a little small. I'm not sure if it would fit incense. And speaking of stick pins though, I am bidding on an auction that ends, what date's today? Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. Ends on Thursday with a huge collection. Kel, thank you so much. That is going to you. A huge collection of hat pins and
Thank
stick
you.
pins. And I am not holding back. I am bound and determined to win this collection of stick pins and hat pins. So I want to do a whole show of those. And if I win this auction, I'll be able to do one whole show of nothing but those. We're going to do a set of 4. I was going to do 2 and 2, but let's do a set of 4 of these. So smaller blue and white plates. We'll show you up close. I think these would be great to mix around on a gallery wall. Send you the link. I'm not sending you the link. We're just going to outbid each other. But we have blue and white plates. I think it says Japan. I can't tell. It's really, really tiny, even for somebody who has great vision. But you're going to get 4 of them. They are all the same. Saucer size. They are 5 inches in diameter. And we're going to go ahead and get all 4 of them going right now. All 4 running. I've been trying to increase the amount of inventory. Kel, thank you so much, going to you. Because trying to increase my sourcing because I'm adding more shows, right? So I've been talking a lot to I
Thank
Love
you.
Discounts on like, okay, ideas for this. How can I increase sourcing? It's just when you work 9 to 5. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have the same issue. You work 9 to 5. It's hard to have all the time to source. Hey, Choco Dog, didn't see you come in. So we've been coming up with different ideas. Send my husband and make friends. Yes, this is our number 1 idea. My husband's the friendly one. Yeah, have you guys seen those shirts that says, don't talk to my wife, I'm the friendly one, or something like that? Totally our marriage right there. So one of the things I've been doing just even before the conversations with them is buying more at auctions. I've always bought at auctions, but trying to buy more. And we live around Lancaster. We're South Lancaster, but there are more auctions in this area than probably any other part of the country. Even so, with so many choices, the bids are crazy. Like vintage decor has skyrocketed. A year ago, I can see such a marked difference from what I used to be able to get a year ago to now. Same quality, same great stuff, but there just seems to be so much more competition lately. All right, let's do another. This is our last piece of jewelry. We have a little ring. It is costume. Let's see, I'm going to get you a size. It is a 7.5. And we'll show you what it looks like. Size 7.5 ring. Costume jewelry. I am not going to make any claims as to anything about it besides its costume. It is beautiful. There's your ring. 7.5. Running right now. Nice, good size ring. I love discounts. Thank you so much. What a great pickup. Let's do a piece here. I got stickers on me. Stickers all over my hands. This one is, I wish I can see, it says Weekly 1971 Limited Collectors. And this is great because it is celebrating, it says 1971, 1776. We have, I don't know, I'm guessing Lady Liberty on there. It doesn't quite look like the Liberty, not holding a Liberty Bell. Have a good day, Mel and Stella. Thanks for stopping by. Are we going to switch the cameras? Please. He's just staring. I'm like, what are you doing? Do your job. Press that button. All he has to do is go boop, and he presses a button. There you go. Look at that. This is a cobalt blue. So deep, dark blue glass. 1971 at the top, 1776 down there at the bottom. How perfect for our bicentennial coming up. There you go, is your limited edition collector's weekly. I wish I can read this. I can't quite read what this says. Produce
Antique collectibles.
something antique collectibles.
Antiques.
All right. And it's, I don't know, I'm guessing about 5 inches without measuring it.
There you go.
That's running right now. I just put this in a little stand and had it standing up. Works great that way. Be part of your 4th of July type decor. The bird theory, congratulations. I have some more red and white, red, white, and blue. Thank you very much. Aaron, the Aaron sphere is here. So we have some more red, white, and blue we're going to get to shortly. So I'm thinking, you know, 4th of July, the tins, you can't pass that stuff up. It is so great. But before we get to that tin, if you like primitives, I actually pulled this out of my shelf for my primitives as I was pulling stuff together for this show. I love this tin because it has such the adorable little girl sitting down there. Our lady with her umbrella. Very primitive looking. Your rusty, crusty, just goodness going on here. Let's see if we can show you. Look at that picture. How cute is she? I'm not sure if I can open it. We might get a surprise. I have no idea. I don't know if I opened this yet. Oh, rusty, crusty on the inside, definitely. So this is for decor. It is not to be putting no food in there. We're not storing cookies. And that's running right now. Thanks for your bids. Oh, Monster Mama, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's do a set of 3. We're going to do 3. They were oil lamps. The tops, they do not have tops on them, so I'll show you the tops. But we have 3 kind of Asian Oriental type designed oil lamps. And if we can switch our cameras here. Please. He's griping at me. It's amazing that he still stays married to me after a show because he's like, you're making too much noise with the dragging him on the wood. So we have 3 of these. We have 2 that are the same. I do want to show you the tops because there is no, mechanics there at the top. So these would be for decor unless you rebuild things. They're so pretty though. These are all porcelain. Really pretty designs on them. I kind of like them stacked up on top of each other. I think it's a neat way to display them. You're going to get all 3 running together. They do stand currently at about 3.5 inches or so. Yep, right at about 3.5 inches. Thanks for the bids. Choco Dog, thank you so much. Heading to you. We're going to keep moving along. Let's stay with the same kind of aesthetic here, but this one is a ginger jar. Look at how pretty this deep blue. And I know it's probably looking black on the screen, but it is a deep, dark blue. And of course, you have this gorgeous painting here on the front. Look at that. All those vibrant colors and that deep, deep blue on the ginger jar. Lid's in great shape. No chips or cracks going on there. Show you the top. And there's your bottom. Absolutely stunning piece. I love the contrast of those bright colors on this one. It does stand about 8 inches tall. And that is up and going right now. I love the ginger jars. I think there's such a mix of like classic elegance and granny core that you're just taking like all these different design styles like all mixed together in a ginger jar. And Kel, congratulations.
Thank you.
We are moving along here. Let's look at this owl. Do we have owl people? I'm an owl person. I think owls are one of those things, either you love them or you hate them. This one is adorable. It's a pottery piece, and it is to put a little tea light in there. Not a tea light. You can put like a little waxing or a tea light. My husband says incense. I would put a tea light in there. So it's not super deep, but it's just deep enough. And then, of course, you've got the owl face. And if I turn it around, you even got all the wings. You've got all the little decor on the back to show you the wings. And the top of it has the hole, so the light or the scent will come out. He's insisting it's incense. You could do what you want. I would just put it up for decor. It's adorable. My grandmother loved owls, and I was spoiled rotten by my grandmother when I was a little kid. So anytime I see an owl, that it brings me back. It does that emotion thing that we talk about. Southern charm, thank you, thank you. It ignites those emotions, those memories, and that's how, you know, how we get sucked into vintage decor. It reminds us of something. Add another one to Tim's collection. There you go. Southern charm, I actually have a surprise for you coming. Well, a surprise for Tim coming soon. How about this one? Good morning, Forgotten Memories. I pulled this one, another one out of my primitive. Tim's like, no, don't do it. Yes, we are. It's actually from my husband. It's not from me. So I'm going to stay on the good side. I have nothing to do with it. We have a piece of yellowware here. It is a small bowls type of thing I would put in my primitive collection. There is a little nick down there. Let's show you up close, the little nick. Let's see, he's typing. I'm waiting for him to change the cameras. He's typing, not paying attention to me. Thank you. All right, so we do have a little nick right there. You can kind of see it when you set it down. What a really beautiful yellowware bowl. It is the smaller size. That is 4 3/4 diameter. And that's running right now. Do you love primitives? You need to bookmark an upcoming show. Once a month, I do a primitive show in the mornings. I bring as many primitives as I can find. We are actually increasing our Saturday shows to include more items. I do have them already listed, so you can go and check it out. And the next primitive show, I actually have quite a few bowls. I've been lucky lately finding bowls for my primitive shows. Choco Dog, thank you so much. I have in my next upcoming primitive show, I think it's in 2 weeks is my next primitive show. I have found one of the elusive marshmallow tins. I'm so excited. I can never seem to find the really popular stuff. Every now and then I will. But I'll tell you what, Southern Charm, so we're friends, and we'll message each other. You know, I was at the store the other day and saw some Santa Claus stuff, and I'm like, hey, I don't know anything about vintage Christmas. Tell me, do I buy this or not? So that type of stuff. Every time we've talked about, have you, Choco Dog? That's awesome. That's going to be great. That's going to look so cool in it. So every time we talk about something like hen on the nest or a bee box or whatever, I swear, Southern Charm is the luckiest person in the world. Like, all we have to do is like mention the word, and her next shopping trip, she finds it. She sent me the most gorgeous bee box. I don't know what show she's going to put it in or what she's doing with it. Maybe Battle of the Best. I don't know. But it was gorgeous. I'm like, girl, I can't find one to save my life. Like, I search high and low. And that's her second one she's found in like a month's time. Like, just by chance. I'm like, you have, Southern Charm, you seriously have all the luck in the world. Well, that's an always, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, the Christmas, it was, what was the Holt Howard, I think, Holt Howard. It was all the little Santa mugs and the pitcher. It was a set of 7, but they wanted like hundreds of dollars, and I wasn't sure. Holt Howard, thank you. She's disgusting. She's not. Do I have to say that I'm like, everybody, I see the picture, I'm like, man, how do you find this stuff? But I'm happy that she finds it. Because, you know, she's going to sell it at some point, which means I have a chance to bid on it. So we're all good. All goods right there. But the Holt Howard, it was just way too pricey, but I didn't know if it was pricey because I don't normally buy that stuff, but Southern Charm does a lot of vintage. So she's like, yeah, she goes, it's really cool, really collectible, little high priced for what I was looking at. So you just ask people. See, that's my problem. I don't talk to people. I talk here. All right, let's do this one. This is McKee glass. Gorgeous piece. You guys like opalescent glass? This is a small McKee bowl. This is so pretty. Look at this one up close. The greens in this, oh, look at that. How beautiful is that? It is not a glower.
Yes, it is.
My husband says it is. All right, well, let's turn the lights off and see if we can get any glow here. I don't think it's a glower. He says it's a glower. See, I'm not seeing a lot of glow on that. So I don't think it's a glower. I think it's just a beautiful opalescent bowl. It is a smaller one. You can put it next to your sink. It is McKee. It's antique. Stunning mint condition bowl there. It is 3 inches in diameter. Running right now, an antique McKee. Thank you so much, Cynthia's Attic. I do have a ton of china in the bin if you guys love china. And I am willing, if you want to buy a lot of it, totally willing to make deals on larger purchases of that. Stutzo, congratulations. This is such a stunning piece.
Thank you.
Let's move on. Let's do these ones. Who doesn't need some ruby red goblets? 4th of July is coming up. We got to do our red, white, and blue. Christmas, Valentine's. I mean, you can use it. Those are the main ones, but you can use these whenever. Beautiful ruby red. The stems are stunning. That has like 3 like little layers down there on that. They're in perfect condition. Beautiful goblets. You can put candles in here. You don't have to use them for drinking. We're going to run it right now. You're going to get both of those. They are in mint condition. They stand about 5.5 inches tall. They would look so great with candles in them. Our little twinkle lights and mixed in with the centerpiece somewhere. And Stutz, thank you so much. Go into you. And you guys, if I ever slaughter your name, just know it's not personal. That even though English is my only language, I still don't speak it very well. So if I slaughter your name, feel free always to put a phonetic, sound it out for me in the chat, and I will do my best to make it right. And that was probably the hardest thing for me on Whatnot. One of the hardest is being able to read names. If I shorten your name too, it's because I can't read the whole thing and I'm just shortening it so I can call you something. Let's do these ones. We have some more glowers. If you like the red and the white, oh look, you get a piece of string with this one too. Red and white, we have 2 shakers. Now they don't match, but that's okay because they're really cool. So this is antique glass. So you have the red on the top, the white on the bottom, or the clear on the bottom. Probably silver plated on the top. This one is a souvenir piece. What does it say? Souvenir Mount something VA. I can't read it. Mount something VA. But take a look at this. You know these are old. When you pop the light on there, we have a bunch of lights going on right now. And look at that glow. So you can pop these into your black cabinet. They would look so pretty. Add some color in there besides just the red. You're going to get both of these shakers running right now. Both with the reflective glass. My husband's like, don't put the flashlight in the camera. I'm like, I don't know how to shine a light without putting it in the camera. And that is going to you. Congratulations. Let's see. I'm running out of space on my shelf.
On its way to you.
Do you guys know how tempting it is? We're setting up, we're moving the studio, and I just bought these shelves, I don't know, maybe less than a year ago. It is so tempting for me to want to go and buy all new shelves and all new. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not a smart decision. I shouldn't spend the money. But because I have a new space, I am so tempted to redesign the whole thing. And my husband's like, no, don't do it. But it is so hard not to I'm fighting. It's a tax deduction. It is, but I can't make a decision just because it's a tax deduction. That would be going against my own advice. But it's so tempting, so tempting. Let's do this beautiful piece of milk glass here. Yeah, I'll do the accordion rack. Let me do this milk glass and we'll do the accordion rack. We'll do that one coming up, just 1 second. We have another piece of milk glass. What is it? I don't need it. Get the white ones. I know. I'm very, very tempted. We're going to have two, actually, in the new studio, we're going to have a space for two backdrops. So I have one wall that's already kind of done, and then it's a darker wall, like a deep orangish color, and then a white wall. So I'm going to have actually two spaces I can set up. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this for one space, and then I can set up, get something new for another space. So, yeah, I don't want to paint it because I want to keep it. I like the colors, but yeah. Let's go ahead and do this one. I want to say this is Westmoreland. It is. We do have the Westmoreland mark on there. So it is a beautiful piece of milk glass. You've got your grape and leaf pattern. No chips or cracks that I'm finding on here. Let me just rub my fingers around it, make sure. Absolutely stunning piece. It is a candy dish. We do have your Westmoreland mark right there by my finger. And I think this glows green. I think we do have some green glow to this. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, there it is. You can see a little bit older milk glass. Beautiful candy dish. And it's a nice thick milk glass and running right now. I know Noel will not let me get white shelves. He says they reflect too much light, which white would be my absolute. I've been asking for white shelves for months and months and months. And that's how we ended up with brown. So he from a camera perspective, he says he doesn't like it. Pam, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
Let's move on. We're going to do this one. We said we would do the accordion next. So not only, I'm going to put it down. Not only is it, the minute I pick something up, if he wants to do top camera, he's going like this. Like, I'll get there. Not only do we get the accordion, but we get it in green. How awesome is that? So, I don't know. I didn't count them. You guys can count and see how many things are on there. You can see it moves nice and easy. We have, for hangers, you can hang it this way up there, or there's one down there on the bottom, so you can hang it that way too if you wanted. So either way, I have some mugs hanging on mine above a sink. I think it looks really cool, some vintage mugs. But we're going to go ahead and get that one going. Let me give you a height on it. The wood is a little weathered. You can see some wear on the wood, which I just think makes it beautiful. 18 inches. That's about 18 to 19 when it's closed. So it gives you kind of an idea on size. And that's running right now. You need a cleaning person. I need a cooking. I'll do the cleaning if I can get somebody to do all the cooking. I thought I married a man that would cook. He does it occasionally. Choco Dog, congratulations.
She never eats my food.
He's Mexican. He makes it too spicy. All right. Anybody like the Hummels and like Cruels? So even if you don't like Hummel, this is still such a really pretty cruel picture. New house, Choco Dog, congratulations. That is so fun. Moving into a new house that you can like decorate and do, that's exciting to me. This is what happens. This is why I move so much. Not that I just buy houses, because I don't. I'm not rich like that. But I'm in a place for like 3 to 5 years, and then I get bored. I'm like, okay, I've painted every room. I've done everything. And it's either I can restart back at the beginning or it's time to move, right? Like, makes sense to me. Anyways, we have a beautiful Cruel here. This is the old, like the Sirocco type. I think Sirocco's a company, but that material for the frame. And then we have the Cruel on the inside there. It is not under glass, so you can actually touch that. So pretty, though. Oh, a custom build, too. Now, that's even better because then you get to pick, like, all the details. Love it.
Hey, Living Bliss Vintage. Good morning.
Yes, hello, Living Bliss.
Good to see you.
The thought of moving scares you. So it did. Okay, I'll tell the story in a minute. Let me get this running and I'll tell the story because, yeah, we decided not to move too. So this is in really good shape. There is one of these. You see these little clippies that hold the back? The one over here is missing. So it's a tad bit loose right there in the corner. But you can tell it still stays in there really well. And it is 14.5 by about 11.5. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. up and running right now. So we were looking at either buying a house to run the business out of, or moving to a bigger house. And I don't want to move. I agree. Southern Charm, congratulations. That's heading to you. When I look at my inventory and I look at all the crap we've collected, I'm just like, oh, I think I'm getting too old for it. I think I'm at the point where I don't want the work. Like, it's a lot of work when I look around at all the crap we've collected. And we've only lived here for three and a half, almost 4 years. We moved to Florida from Georgia. The only furniture we brought was like a dresser and a bed. We bought everything else when we got here. Like, we didn't move with much. And I don't know how I got so much crap in 4 years, but it's here and it's everywhere. All right, let's do, we're going to do this one. This is a Northwood, I think. Northwood, yes. We were in Jacksonville, Florida. So I lived in Jacksonville, Florida for 23 years, met my husband, and he was living in Brunswick, Georgia, which is like St. Simon's area. And so I moved there for 3 years, and then we moved to Pennsylvania. So Jacksonville, though. Oh, are you? Oh, cool. There's a ton of Florida people on this app. So yesterday, where in the heck I know. I feel like it multiplies, like without me realizing it. I think what happens is I buy it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this for inventory, but oh, I really like this piece and I really like that. And before you know it, I have a collection there and a collection there and another collection. And I walk through the house and I tell my husband, I'm like, I'm going to sell this stuff. I don't need it.
Yeah, and then she needs something to hold the collection.
Yes, then I have to buy like antique cabinets because now I have a milk glass collection and I need somewhere to put it. Or I'm the worst. My neighbor 2 doors down, they put out for trash a gorgeous antique dresser in mid condition, and I'm like, we need that. My husband's like, no, where are you going to put it? But I will like pick stuff up from the side of the road. I'm not above that. All right, this is 6 inches tall, carnival glass. This is Northwood carnival glass. Yeah, I will get stuff from the side of the road. Now I may be bougie, but I'm not above picking up a good antique dresser off the curb. Oh, that's so cool, from Harrisburg. Yeah, we're just south of Harrisburg. Okay, so we have a Northwood here. This is a stunning, stunning vase. Look at that ruffle top. You can already see under the lights all the mix of colors going on there. Beautiful piece here. We have, I don't know if we're going to get it. There it is, that Northwood mark, little N in a circle. Absolutely gorgeous piece of carnival glass. And I'm going to do this one for 15 seconds.
Very true, Shay. Very true.
Running right now. They've got making stuff. Exactly. We've got to preserve it. We have to keep the memories alive. And this gorgeous piece is going. I love carnival glass for all the different colors. When the light hits it, it's like a different piece every time you look at it, the way the light shines off of it. You're in South Carolina. Well, you are close. So those of you that are somewhat in the area, even if you're not and you like to travel, we are doing a Pennsylvania meetup. It is not restricted to Pennsylvania. Busy bee organizer, congratulations. So September 26th is our going to be our meetup. I am putting information out there as I solidify it, but September 26th, if you're interested, it's going to be limited to about 125 people. It's going to be a morning meetup, afternoon of networking. In the morning, we will be doing some breakouts, so it's somewhat educational. We're going to have like breakout groups so we can learn from each other, some tips and tricks and stuff like that. We have Dragonfly Neen will be speaking. I Love Discounts will be speaking. We're going to be doing a breakout, and Green 13 will be there. We may also have some other guests on a panel because we're going to do a general session. And not only is it going to be in person, but we are going to be setting it up so we could broadcast and have 3 shows going at once, broadcasting from different rooms. So if you're too far away, you'll be able to join us on Whatnot and take part in it that way. Southern Charm's going, yep. Okay, let's do this piece. My husband rolls his eyes every time I do something big. But you guys, shipping is only $4.50. Look at the gorgeousness. I know you love your bread boxes. I have one of those coming up in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, this is a box that is amazing. Look at this. On the front, give us this day our daily bread. So it could be a bread box, but you could put anything in here. Look at the size, the nice weathered wood. You've got your lid. I'll take that off in a second. Absolutely stunning piece. I'm having a hard time holding it. The lid comes off completely. So even if you're like, look, I'm not too crazy about that picture, you can set it up on a shelf like this, put decor in there. How beautiful is this box? Let me give you a measurement on it, because this is a big one. Stand cookbooks in it. There you go. I love that idea. 16.5 inches long, 6.5 tall, and about 7.5 deep. Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful box. Why do boxes make us happy? I have no idea, but they do. This is up and running, starting at $1. Y'all, I'm going to ship this to you. We're going to ship this $4.50. That's it for this big old beautiful box. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's the exact same as just plain. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your bids. Choco Dog, heading to you. We are nearing our last few items. Let's get into our 4th of July stuff. How about a big 4th of July tin? This is pretty neat. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. This is pretty cool. So this is Gibbles, Nibble with Gibbles. What a slogan. Nibbles with Gibbles. Bicentennial tin. Look at that. Think about this in your 4th of July decor. We still have time. This is going to ship out tomorrow to you. Still have time to get it, and then you can use it for years to come. And it is a nice big tin. It is the inside rusty crusty. It's not food, not for food. It's for decor. I mean, it was for food at one point, just not anymore. 7.5 inches tall. Let me turn it around there. Look at that. And we're going to drop that time back down. Running right now. Has your friend been looking for a trifle bowl? Congratulations, that is awesome. This is such a cool tin. Another Southern Charm story. When we were sourcing with them, we're like, oh, let's go. Hopefully we'll find some marshmallow tins. Her husband is like zeroes in. We'll go into an antique store. 10 seconds flat, Tim has like 4 marshmallow tins, just like that. I'm like, I never even see them. Lisa with the first purchase. Thank you.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Everybody put some ducks in the chat for Lisa for her first purchase. All right, let's do this piece here. Another 4th of July piece. It was up so high. I do not know how Tim finds those, like literally, I wasn't even 3 steps in the door and he had like 4 marshmallow tins. I'm like, you're good. You're really good. Okay, this is really cool, you guys. So this is actually Feltsgraph. Is it Feltsgraph? Yes, it is Feltsgraph. Hold on, yes. So this is Feltsgraph, and it says it's the American Bicentennial Presidential Inaugural. So inauguration of President George Bush, Vice President Dan Quayle, January 1989. So that kind of says all of it back there. But look at that red, white, and blue design. Peace, prosperity, independence, it says on the front. But what makes this even cooler, okay, is the documentation that comes with it. So we're going to put that down there. We have original letters. So these plates were given. This is on Feltsgraph letterhead. Yeah, it is a little crumpled. Came that way. But it's on Feltsgraph letterhead, dated February 1989 by, it doesn't say his title, but it explains these plates were given to the Feltsgraph employees. That's what this letter basically says. And it kind of goes on to give some more information about the plates. So how cool is that? Not only do you get a plate that commemorates a time in history, you get the great red, white, and blue coloring, but you also get some documentation with it that kind of like just backs it all up. And it's Feltsgraph. They're never going to make this again. We're going to go ahead and run that. It is going right now. I just thought, what a unique piece of history. And if you weren't an employee of Feltsgraph, you didn't get it. Thanks for your bids. I was really surprised when I found it with the papers. That's kind of what sealed the deal for me. Robbie's Unique Treasures, thank you so much. And our last piece for the day, to go with you red, white, and blue. to celebrate this time of year, we have this bell. I didn't research, so I don't know if this is Fenton or if it's L.E. Smith. Do not know who makes this. It is a very well-made, nice piece of glass. I hate that sound. It does have the clapper in there. There is no marking, so I couldn't find any maker's mark to tell me who it is. But it is a really beautiful, well-made piece of glass. You know, you can just tell sometimes by looking at it in the feel. Just shy of 6 inches. Really beautiful piece. Let's see if it glows. I don't think it glows. Nah, there's a little reflection. I wouldn't call it a glower. There's a tiny bit, but not excessive. Up and running right now. Thanks for your bids. And fantastic finds. Congratulations. That is heading to you. And with that, you guys, that is everything. We have a sold out show. Thank you all so much for your purchases, for your chat, for hanging out, just keeping me company this morning. Hopefully, I have a bunch of these Tuesday shows coming. September, we hope to expand this show to Tuesdays and Thursdays. But every Tuesday from here on out, we're going to be bringing you a whole mix of vintage. I promise to always include a few bangers in the show, and it will always start at $1. So with that, we're going to go find somebody to raid. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back on tomorrow with our morning chat and sell, where we do a lot more talking, a lot less selling. Let's go see who's on. You know what? Let's go see Two Hearts Trading Company. Not too sure who these people are, but they only have 4 people. We're going to go meet a new friend. If they're wonderful, like Jeremy says, I get all the credit. If they're not, don't blame me.
Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day.